Rahim. Today we will discuss sexual reproduction. This is lecture number 3 of chapter number 5. The key concept that we will discuss in this lecture: parts of the flower, development of gametophyte, pollination, fertilization, seed and fruit formation, development of sporophytes. Sexual reproduction in plants, development of gametophyte. Sexual reproduction involves male and female sexes. Sexes means gametes are produced from the female sex produce female gamete, and the male sex produce male gamete. The fusion of gametes produce zygote. Zygote develop into embryo, and embryo after development changes into adult organism. In plant, mostly the flower are productive organs, reproduction organs. So most of the plants have both sexes and are called hermaphrodite. Well, in some plants, flowers with the separate sexes are also produced. So in plants, the reproductive organ is flower. Both the male and female gametophyte organs are present in the plant. So we have two types of flower. Some flower have both type of sex organs are called hermaphrodite flowers, while some flower also have only one sex organs, male or female, or they are also called unisexual flower. They are also called unisexual. So the flower containing only one sex organs are called unisexual flower. Male sex organ of the flower is called stamen, and the female sex organ is called carpel. Pollen grains are produced in the anther of the stamen, and ovules produced in the ovary of the carpel. So pollen grain is the male gamete which produce in the anther of the stamen, and ovules are the female gamete produced in the ovary of the carpel. Pollen grains and ovule produce male and female gametophyte respectively. In gametophyte, male and female gametes are produced. This is the structure of the flower, and the flower consists of these parts. The female organ is called carpel. Carpel consists of three parts. The outer disc, the upper disc-like part is called stigma. A neck-like portion below the stigma is called the style, and the oval shape bottom part is called ovary. Ovules are produced in the ovary. These are the ovules produced in the ovary. This is the whole structure of the carpels, and ovules are produced inside the ovary. And the male organ is called stamen. This is the structure of the whole stamen. The upper part is called the anther, and the stalk-like part is called the filament. So the microspores are pollen grains. These are the pollen grains. The pollen grains are produced inside the anthers, and pollen grains or microspores are called male gamete. Development of gametophytes. Microgametophytes. The microgametophytes means development of male gamete. Male part of flower are called stamen. Upper broad part of the stamen is called anther. Within the anther, microspore mother cell under meiosis to produce haploid microspores. Each of these undergoes one mitotic division to produce a generative and tube cell. These together comprise the immature microgametophyte or pollen grains. So this immature microgametophyte is also called pollen grain. The generative cell complete a second mitotic division to produce two sperm nuclei. The diagram explains the development of a microgametophyte or pollen grain. This is anther, and inside the anther, this whole structure is called microsporangium or pollen sac. So within the pollen sac, there are microspore mother cell. 2n means diploid, double number of chromosome. So this microspore mother cells undergo the process of meiosis to produce 4 microspore. N1 means half number of chromosome. For example, this microspore mother cell consists of 14 chromosomes, so the microspore will contain 7 chromosomes. So this one n represent half number of chromosome of the parent. Then the all the microspore mother cell develop these 4 microspores, and after the development of 4 microspores, each microspore will undergo the process of mitosis, and then it will develop 2 cells as a result of mitosis. One is the tube cell and another is a generative cell. So the tube cell will produce pollen tube, and the generative cell will undergo the process of mitosis to produce 2 sperm cell or 2 sperm nuclei. So this is the diagram show the development of male gametophyte. Mega gametophyte or female gamete. Female part of flower is called carpel. In the ovary, carpel develop ovule. Inside the ovule, the megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis and produce 4 haploid megaspores. 3 of these degenerate or finish, and the 4th one, megaspore, undergo 3 mitotic cell division to produce an 8 nucleated embryo sac or mature mega gametophyte. This is the ovary and ovule. Ovule contain megaspore mother cell containing double number of chromosome. The megaspore mother cell undergo the process of meiosis. 4 haploid megaspore are produced. The 3 are degenerate and 1 remain functional and 1 mature. And this is the functional megaspore containing haploid number of chromosome. This functional megaspore will undergo the process of 3 mitosis or 3 times. So as a result of 3 mitosis, 8 cell containing embryo sac is produced. This the central 2 cell or 2 nuclei structure is called fusion nuclei contain, and another is a egg, and the remaining are the synergid, and these are the antipodal cell, and the upper 2 one are the synergid cells. This whole structure is called the embryo sac or female gametophyte. So here the 3n represent that 1 sperm will fuse with this fusion nuclei, so it will contain 3 set of chromosomes. So it represented by the 3n. Actually it is a 2n, but when the sperm is fused with this double nuclei cell or structure, so it will consist of 3 set of chromosomes will represent by 3n. And this is the mature structure of embryo sac. This is mature microsporangium or ovule or embryo sac. So the ovule containing these outer coat structures, the outer coat are called integumentals. And this is the macropyle, the pore for the entrance of sperm for fertilization is called micropyle. Double fertilization. Double fertilization found only in induced sperm. In this process, 2 male gametes fuse with 2 cells of the female gametophyte. The union of 1 sperm with egg and the second sperm with the fusion nuclei is called double fertilization. So in double fertilization, 1 sperm fuse with egg and another sperm fuse with the fusion nuclei of the embryo sac. So this process is called double fertilization. This is the distinguishing feature of angiosperm that differentiate angiosperm from gymnosperm. Now fertilization, that what is fertilization? Plant fertilization is the joining of male and female gamete resulting in a zygote. The most generalized form of this process requires four steps: pollination, germination, penetration of the ovule, and fertilization. After fertilization, the zygote divide to form an embryo. So these are the four steps. First, pollination take place for the fertilization. Pollination is the transfer of the pollen grain to the stigma of the carpel. Then this is the germination and penetration of the ovule and fertilization. These are the penetration means the entrance of the sperm in the ovule, and germinations basically the maturation of embryo sac and sperm. After fertilization, the zygote develops to form an embryo. The diagram represents the life cycle of the flowering plant. So here, this is the flower, this is the male sex organ, and this is the female sex organ. So microspore are produced. These microspore are called the male gametophyte or pollen grain. So each pollen grain consists of sperm, two sperm, and the tube cell. And this is the female sex organs. The female sex organs containing ovary, style, stigma, and then ovule. This is the ovule. So this is the mature ovule or called embryo sac. The embryo sac consists of 8 nuclei. The upper 3 cells are called synergid cell, and this is the egg, and the 2 are called antipodal, and these 2 are called the fusion nuclei. So double fertilization here take place. The sperm enter through the ovule or embryo sac by micropyle or through micropyle. So the double fertilization take place here. Double fertilization means that one sperm fuse with the egg to form the zygote, and another sperm fuse with the double fusion nuclei to form the triple nuclei structures. So this is the double fertilization. This triple nuclei structure is called the endosperm. This is the endosperm structure. So after fertilization, this structure will develop. This is the zygote containing a double number of chromosomes, and the 3N represent the endosperm. It contains triple set of chromosome or triple set of or triple number of chromosome. And then this structure is this is the unmature ovule. When the mature ovule is produced, so this mature ovule is called seed. So the seed containing embryo and endosperm, and this seed when germinates, so it produce another plant or sporophyte. So this is the life cycle of flowering plant. Now pollination. Pollination, the transfer of the pollen grain from the anther of the stamen to the stigma of the carpel, is called pollination. So pollination is simply the transfer of the pollen grain to the stigma of the carpel. Types of pollination. So there are 2 types of pollination. Self-pollination, when pollen grains from a same flower are carried out to the stigma of the same flower, the phenomenon is called self-pollination. Cross-pollination, when the pollen grains from a flower are carried to the stigma of another flower or other plant of the same species, so the phenomena is called cross-pollination. So in cross-pollination, the pollen grain transfer to another flower of the same plant or other plant of the same species. So this is the cross-pollination. Seed and fruit formation. After fertilization, the zygote develop into an embryo and triploid nucleus develop into endosperm tissue. Development of sporophyte. When the seed mature, they are dispersed if the seed gets suitable condition. Suitable condition means soil, moisture, temperature, nutrient content, etc. Their embryo develop into new plant. So this process of germination So the process of development of seed into new plant, this process is called seed germination. So this is all about the life cycle, the sexual reproduction in plants. So if you have any question, commit me, I will give answer. Thank you.